Dasher things, I just slap it on the dash and it's good to go. Some steel, and now it hooks right on there, right? So now I hook this on my belt. It's super easy. The thing I can do is this back part, I can use that as a kickstand.
Like a little engraving tool?
Howdy, I'm Techno Ted. Today we're going to work on a project where we take a rokform case and we add a bigger, stronger magnet to it. It comes with a small magnet, but it's not really strong. I found that my phone doesn't always stick to things real strongly, so I want it to be solid. So I went on to supermagnetman.com and I measured the diameter of this hole and the thickness, and I found the perfect magnet. So I ordered these magnets. This is an inch in diameter, and it is 0.1 inches thick, so 100 thousandths thick. Alright, so then, as you can see, it fits in there perfectly, but now we need to attach it so it doesn't fall out like it just did.
I've been using a strong magnet like this on my phone for quite a while now and have not seen any issues with reception or anything other than the built-in compass. I don't use the compass. I do use Google Maps, and it works fine for that. The magnet also does not affect the GPS function. GPS works fine. I thought I'd try using the plasma cutter that I recently got on this project. I was anticipating it would be difficult using sheet metal shears with those bent up sides like that. So I thought I'd try this, just cut some circles. What I found is that we're cutting freehand circles. Even if you draw a line, it's not as easy as you might think. So next time I'll have some sort of guide, like a donut, that I put the thing inside and I can make a perfect circle out of. This is my shop magnet. Use it to pick up metal junk off the floor. So one of these ended up being a little bigger, so I trimmed it with the sheet metal shears. Okay, so here I'm showing I put clear packaging tape on the back of the phone to protect it from getting scratched by the metal disc. And then I'm using heavy-duty double-stick tape here to attach the magnet to the metal.
Step one. So then what I did was I took one of those belt clips that you can use to attach a little loop or a little circle hook thing to the back of your phone, and then I attached another magnet to that and made sure the poles were reversed so they attack to each other. And then I reinforced this with steel because it started to crack. Used some JB weld and then some steel, and now it hooks right on there, right? So now I hook this on my belt, and I can take it off. When the phone rings, you can just take it off like this. It's super easy. And then it's flexible enough and spins enough so that it doesn't get torqued into falling off. Pretty flexible. And then the third thing I can do is this back part. I can use that as a kickstand. So if I'm watching a video,
Like a little engraving tool?
so it acts as a nice kickstand.
Alright, welcome to Techno Ted 007.
I mounted a steel plate on my dash, and you might think, why did I do that? It's because I have a phone that has a magnet on the back, because I like to be able to stick it to things. So when I get in the car, I don't want to fiddle around with sticking it in the coffee holder or whatever, or weird, attachment things. I just slap it on the dash and it's good to go. And then I've got landscape mode or vertical mode, whatever that's called. And then I can, the magnet's strong enough to hold it while I push the cable in.
Okay, so here I'm going to make that bracket that I just showed you that I bolted to the car. The reason why this metal is L-shaped is because I originally had it mounted with one screw, but it wasn't holding, and there was no other place in the dash to screw on the right side of the metal plate. It took a little bit to figure out the correct angle to weld these two pieces together, but eventually got it. I decided to tap the hole in the plastic just so that when I put the screw in, it'll hold it there temporarily while I drill the bottom hole. Or lock washers and nuts on the back, and pushing it back into the dash.
I just slap it on the dash and it's good to go. So now that we have our phone with a magnet, I want to mount right under my computer monitor so I can just mount my phone like that while I'm typing. See? And then you could easily do that, right? So this is the basic sheet metal that I bent that should do the trick. But I want it to be thicker and look nicer than this old ratty piece. So it essentially needs to be like this, maybe a little longer here. So let's see what we can find.
The sheet metal that you saw earlier is one that I had been using, and I decided to make something a little thicker, something that looks a little nicer than what I've been using. I'm still learning this plasma cutter. Don't really know how to use it real well, but it seems to be working okay. Trying to get a square sides on this. Here I found that if I was just bend it up with the pliers, it wouldn't bend in the corner, it would bend somewhere else. So that's why I used a steel chisel.
So I want to mount it here, so I put some magnets on there. So let's see if it works. So if I want to log in, check my email, whatever, it's all here. I can type. I can like respond to a text message, and it's all right where I need it. All right, sign out. This is Techno Ted.